Testicles. 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 Oh shit, I forgot my drink. Testicles. Testicles. Uh. Okay. Shall we start? Stop! Right. Hello guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is Shishimaru, Shy for short, half Japanese, half Filipino, living in Brisbane City, Australia, and I am 27 years old for your information. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Let's begin the party. How's it going? Howdy do. I didn't know it was gonna work like that. I should have tested it. Restart. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Right. So, how's everybody doing? Thank you so much for coming in. Why is the chat not working? It's supposed to be. What did I do wrong? What? Chat, come back. Right, anyways. Yeah, hi guys. I see Nor, Fingerbrain, Cookies in the chat. Thank you so much for coming in. Hello. How's everybody doing tonight? Or today, wherever you're at. Yeah, Nor is saying school is cancelled till September. Yeah. So many shutdowns, so many quarantines. Which happens to be the topic of today, everybody. We're gonna talk about quarantine. Because there's so many memes that came out. It's beautiful. Twitter's beautiful tonight. It wasn't yesterday, but tonight it's beautiful. Very beautiful. Right. Alright, everybody's saying hello to each other. That's good to see. Yeah, guys, this stream is all about people in the chat box and about myself. So make some friends while you're here. Have some fun while you're at it. Please discuss whatever you want. Preferably the topic that we're discussing today. But if not, that's fine too. You can talk about whatever you want. And hopefully my microphone will not disconnect. Right. So yes, Nori saying, look, it's sad that there's no school because of Corona time. Yeah, it is Corona time. Unfortunately, I cannot play the meme music. But yes, coronavirus is intensifying. We're talking about the situation here. Well, the virus itself was already intense, but the situation that we have at hand with this whole pandemic, sorry, not epidemic. Is it the same thing? But yeah, it's worsening. And everybody's paranoid, everybody's hoarding shit, buying supplies, bringing it home so that all the grandmas and grandpas can't get to it. We're literally trying to remove all the boomers. That is actually scary. I thought we were joking about this. Hi Notch, hi Flakes, and yeah, my extended hello to Cookies, Nor, and Fingerbrain for being here earlier. Thank you so much for tuning in. Right? Fingerbrain is saying everything is normal to me. Normal for me. I can't tell the country is on lockdown. Well, I don't know. So America's in lockdown, is it? I know Italy's in lockdown. That's a very That's been out there for a while. The news. Yeah, COVID-19. That's right. Or Chinese virus, as some people would like to call it. We don't have to talk about that today, but I know I have a lot of things to say about that. I know so many people have been saying shit about that. We don't have to discuss that today. Pisses me off. Right. Everything is closed. So no restaurants open? What about supermarkets? Because I don't know what takes place in a lockdown. And I just realized that my not my brightness. My light is not bright enough for the green screen to be clear. There we go. Clearly showing for the chroma key. Yep, it's fine now. Okay. Kung flu? I like that more than Chinese virus, in my opinion. It's Corona time. That's right. It is Corona time. It's Corona time right now. That's right. Yeah, Cookies, I haven't seen you in a while. Who are you? Not how are you. Who are you? Oh man, not here. All of the shops are open. What about medicine? Oh, you need me to put the medicine on? Come here. I'll do it. Yeah, sorry, Jelly's not feeling well. But it's not the coronavirus kind of well. Sorry, coronavirus kind of unwellness. It's more or less her eye problem. Yeah. Yeah. There you go. Yeah, she has a sty in her eye, and we gotta put this medicine on. Excuse me. Alright, so Flakes is saying, here we have food and food shops and restaurants deliveries, nothing else. In theory, lack of law enforcement in small town means peeps open. Oh, I see. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, Fingerbrain is saying, so noon essential. Life-saving business were forced to close yesterday in Pennsylvania, or rather the opposite. Yeah. And Cookies is dead. So yeah, coronavirus got to him. Sorry, I'm just slowly catching up. Not just saying, not here, all the shops are open. I already read that. Why did I read that again? New Zealand is okay, but we do have COVID-19 here. Yep, they're everywhere. They're everywhere. Ooh, I was just about to make Asian jokes. Alright, so careful now, careful now. I don't want to enforce whatever's happening on Twitter right now. I am Asian too. I'd be making fun of myself. Right? Yeah, sty. That's right, sty. Just one sty that's bothering her for the entirety of this week. And when she's bothered, I'm bothered.
What?
Hi Andre, welcome back into the stream. Too many people here, this live is dangerous. What do you mean? I'm catching up. I'm keeping up with the chat so far. Right? I'm doing well. Leonore is saying, and my sister isn't taking GCSEs. So that's the yeah. That's the big test, right? She just gets a grade. Not fair. Okay. Yeah, and social distancing. I was contemplating on talking about that instead of quarantine today. But yeah, I think social distancing is a little old now, topic-wise. So I thought we should talk about quarantining because some people who's been infected has now trapped themselves inside the house because legally they're obliged to do so. Otherwise, they're inconsiderate and they are pretty much terrorizing the entire nation. So, yeah, some people aren't showing symptoms either when it comes to this virus. And, like, symptom-wise, I don't know what really defines you being infected with coronavirus. or COVID-19. Yeah, and Andre's saying, afraid of getting corona over the internet. Okay, that's why. Yeah, as long as you can social distance yourself. Yeah, like Noah and Flakes is doing that, you should be fine. But just be careful, because YouTube got that anti-spam thing. So many of Markiplier's viewers has been blocked, banned from Google. Not even just on YouTube. So be careful. Don't lose your account. Like, you can meme, but not, like, don't meme too hard. Yeah, Flakes is saying, I've been making clay dinosaurs and painting masterpieces, but still the stress is attacking. You see, because I've actually already trained myself to be happy with just being indoors, and that pretty much has been, you know, my preference when it comes to what I like to do to enjoy my day. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with the quarantine. But I know some people are, you know, dying to get out. Hold on, sorry, I just need to fix something. Oh yeah, it's fine. Did I do something to this? I did. I did do something to this. Shit, I gotta remove it. How's that? How now? Okay, that's better. Okay, sorry, technical difficulties. Coming back. Ooh boy. Alright, and Andre saying, but I still love Shishi. Thank you very much! I need this positivity today. Yeah, not just saying you don't have to stay inside with your doors locked. There's all kinds of things you can do outside, he said. Adding, if you're required to self-isolate for 14 days, you should follow the guidelines. Well, you should wrap yourself with, I don't know, anything plastic, I guess. Suffocate. If you're planning on going outside, just suffocate. I'm kidding, obviously. Yeah, so Flakes is saying, I've never been so mentally unstable or unhinged for not knowing if I'm supposed to be working or not. Can't you contact work? And if they don't answer, then you don't work. Isn't it that simple? What's FMP? What the fuck is an FMP? Yeah, not just saying, stepping out for some fresh air can make a huge difference by improving your mental and physical health during this period, said Craig Jane, director of the School of Public Health at the university. Thank you so much for the copy and paste. Notch. Yeah, so Flakes is saying, I always stay indoors. Who you think I am? I know, but I guess because you can't do it now, you feel very tempted to go outside. Because that's the way humans are. I don't know. I was supposed to drink it, but I drank water and then I realized that I still had energy drink. No. Thank you! Alright. What did I miss? Andre's saying, so many virus online? Who says I can't get coronavirus over YouTube? Yeah, so coronavirus is a serious issue. Well, I know the joke that you're trying to make. I know. I don't remember the last time I've been like my computer being affected by a virus online. When's the last time for you guys? Like, have your computer been, I don't know, like, have you been receiving pop-ups? You know, the old 90s computers with actually, is it 90s? No, it's 2000s, isn't it? With all the porn pop-ups when you go on porn site and you get affected by this virus from the website. I mean, not people who's not millennials won't be able to relate to this, I guess. It's an old thing. Alright, Nora says I need to get out. It's only my first day, but I don't like. And yeah, Flakes is talking to Nora. That's good to see. Yeah, I guess. What are you gonna do? You can't go out. Fingerbrain is saying, by the way, Shampoo is fine and says hi. Oh, will she be joining us? I don't know if she knows how to join us. Does she know how to join us? I'm pretty sure she knows how to watch YouTube, right? It's the same way anyway. And yeah, I know that she was confused about Twitch. Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, Andre is saying, I like being indoors, but I feel I need to have a little bit of outdoor activity every day to feel sane. Yeah. Because, yeah, it does get stuffy inside the house, and it becomes very stale if you stay in the house for too long. Once you run out of things to do. Like, you can escape by watching movies, right? That's what everybody's been doing. Or like, I don't know, giving yourself a task like cleaning. And then, I don't know, sorting shit when you don't have to do it. I don't know. Yeah, exercising indoors, inside the house. But yeah, other than that, once you run out of things to do, and you run out of things to do very quickly too. What else have you got? Because you always resorted to going outside, right? Yeah, Flakes is saying, my cross-media advertising campaign for my sci-fi film. Yes, we do FMP instead of exam knock. Okay, that was towards Noah. I have no idea what's going on. FMP. Did I miss it? Yeah, Andre's saying, has anyone read Blindness from Jose Saramago? Oh, is it Saramago? I'm pretty sure it's Saramago. Yeah, this situation really reminds me of this. I have no idea. I don't read books. I am book illiterate. Wait, illiterate means you can't read at all, right? I'm just a book snob. Wait, does that mean I have books that I prefer and I don't like books that I don't recognize as good? What's the word for people who just actively chooses not to read books? Hi Laura, welcome back in. Good to see you joining us again. Guys, say hello to Laura if you haven't already. Along with anybody else that joins in, please welcome them in if you can. Yeah, so we're gonna be talking about quarantine today, guys. Are we actually talking about quarantine? We're not. We're just talking about how uncomfortable it is to stay inside. Wait, that's quarantining. Yeah, we're right. We're doing good so far. Bingy Brain is saying, nope, she's been commenting on my shit, but she's got that Italy stress going. Oh yeah, shit! What's with that, huh? What's with the fast spread of the virus over there? Like, what happened? I know that people were protesting to not stay inside the house. I know for a fact that that happened. I saw it on the news. Wow. Can you not understand the situation any less? It's amazing. Fuck protecting ourselves. Right, anyways. Yeah, I mean, everybody got their own reasons, I guess. So there must have been a good reason for them to protest. Go outside and, I don't know, be around people who's infected. Yeah, so Flakes is saying, say you don't like books. Cool. I guess I don't like books then. But what about audiobooks? What about people who reads the books for us? Yeah, and Andre's saying, you should read this book, Shishi. But Andre, I don't read. I don't read. That's how I stay myself, you know? I am curious about anything because I choose not to learn about anything. Go figure. Alright, so Flakes is saying, like river, but slower maybe. Hold up. Oh, what is canal? Noah was asking. Like river, but slower maybe. No, canal is like the gap, right? it's like a, you know, gap between two leveled ground. It doesn't necessarily mean water will go through it, it's just canal. Fuck, I'm stuck on explaining. Alright, Laura's saying my uni's shutting cause of COVID-19. Ah! Of course! I heard Sydney's worse. Yeah, Sydney's pretty bad over there. Yeah, University of Queensland closed too. And that's like one of our biggest university. Huh? You told me. Okay, so they shut the facilities down, but they're still continuing. Okay. So explain.
No lecture.
Okay.
Still
So you can still go into libraries?
can go library.
So the facilities are open then. Then I guess I'm just wasting time at this point talking about this. Alright, so Andre's saying how quarantine can really help us. Well, it slows down the spread. Because people who are infected will stay in their own homes, not spreading the infection, hopefully. Right? Wait, Europe has no borders? Says Flakes. Yeah, so good to see, yeah, people saying hello to Laura. That's good. Norris saying, I heard Italy has a lot of older people. Yeah. Yeah. It's a boomer remover, so older people tends to have rather, like, very, let's say, less tolerance when it comes to this virus, COVID-19. And they can't help it. Yeah, not just saying, if you are not sick, you do not need to stay indoors, but if you're sick, then do stay inside. But you don't know sometimes. People aren't showing symptoms sometimes. And you don't even know if you're the one spreading it. That is why I was saying, if we had enough masks to go around, we should all be wearing masks. Because we don't know if we're infected. But it turns out that there's a shortage. So that's why World Health Organization has been telling everybody that it doesn't prevent, you from contracting the virus. And yeah, if you don't have to, don't wear it because there's a shortage. Yeah, that's pretty important. Yeah, and Andre's saying, did you know that the word quarantine actually comes from Italy during the Black Death period? Shishi, can I read for you every night before you sleep? But Andre, I won't learn anything if I fall asleep to it. What's the point of listening to it if I'm not listening to it? Not just saying, sick people could get $500 fines if they do go outside. Here's what you need to know about Chicago's crackdown on COVID-19. Well, that doesn't force people to not go out. I mean, if they're losing money out of it, then they wouldn't risk it, huh? Because money is what makes the world go around, huh? Yeah, and not just also saying people should stay home, especially if ill, to prevent the spread of the virus. Same thing, right? Okay, so a little bit more detail about Chicago and... Yep, okay. Flakes is saying, the borders between European countries can be very slack, so when the outbreak occurred, people were just chilling. Yeah, and there's this, I want to get back into the conspiracy that we've been discussing in the previous live stream, but we're not going to get into it just yet. Stay tuned. Because I found a very nice individual who has collected some... I wouldn't say evidence, but yeah, some timelines that you could follow to see if there's like this coincidence is a coincidence or not. I can't speak English anymore, so deal with it. Yeah, so Fingerbrain is saying even if you look infected but are infected, even if you don't look infected but are infected, people are completely symptomatic. So you might as well act as if everybody is infected. Exactly. Mr. Worldwide, says Noor. And Laura is saying most universities in New South Wales are quitting on-campus classes and moving classes online. Everyone who lives on campus being told to go home. I have to go back home next Saturday. Oh, right. Yeah. Yikes. Shit. But what can you do though, Laura? What can you do? There's viruses everywhere. And Noor is saying especially kids. Oh, we're talking about the infection. Yeah, no symptoms. Yeah, Andre's saying, I am showing flu symptoms. I'm afraid I've got corona. Andre, can you leave the I'm kidding. Yeah, but if you're showing symptoms, make sure to see the health authority, local health authority, whoever that may be, whether it be hospital or GP, like general practitioner or etc. Give a phone call to appropriate health line thing. Fuck. It's like, it starts with 13, I forgot. And I forgot the name of it. I'm not that helpful, am I? Yeah, so Cookies is saying bushfires took all the masks. Yeah, all the trees went. Yeah, we need those to make a mask or two or thousands. Yeah, and Laura's saying we've told that all classes will be online until the end of session and to come back for second session, which is June/July. Yeah. Wait it out. Yeah, that's the only thing we could do for now, because people are already working on vaccines, but we don't really know when that's gonna come out, because you know, DJT, as in Donald J. Trump, is saying that it will be available by July, or I forgot if it's June or July. It doesn't really matter because he's lying. Yeah, it takes about a year and a half to like come up with a vaccine that might work. So it's gonna take a while. Fingerbrain is saying masks, yes, if only reality weren't a problem with that plan. Yeah, I'm trying to get Sub-Zero on the masks. And you're in Chicago today. Oh shit. Alright, so good luck with that. Yeah, so Andre's saying, I think this is all Trump's fault somehow. So I'm gonna get into it, but I will not be right now because I want to catch up to the chat. And Nora is saying, must be nice getting online classes. You don't get those in your colleges? I asked my teacher about it, online lessons, and she just laughed and decided she'd take a break. She's like, ha, nerd. Yeah. Just take a break, Nor. Take a break. Chill back. Chill back? Yeah, chill back is a terminology, right? Yeah, so Flakes is saying being quarantined in university dorms would suck. I don't know what it's like to live in a dorm. Sorry. I got sore throat today, by the way. I shouldn't be yelling out and like laughing out loud and shit. Yeah, my throat is starting to play up. No, it's fine. I will survive for the next 3 hours plus. We can do it. Right, so where are we? Yeah, Laura's saying literally can't do anything, eh? Yeah. Cause what are you gonna do? Go outside? Socialize? Go to a party? Andre's saying me leaving the chat. Don't go. See, I burped for you. Don't go. Not just saying, man found having tea party with hamsters again. Spotty book likely to win village show. Is this like clickhole? What's going on, Notch? Yeah, so Flakes is saying, and you know, and you just know some schools will be working harder than others to keep teaching. Stupid. You're talking about the Asian schools in Asia? Yeah, and Fingerbrain is saying, use your words, Shy. I mean, what changed? I'm always like this. Yeah, Nora's saying, exactly how am I not going to fail maths? I need to get an online tutor or I'm going to fail. I think that is possible. Wasn't there like a website that does that? But you gotta pay money, I think. Yeah, I never touched. Jelly saying, have Chinese students teach you math. Yeah, so Flakes is saying, happy birthday after Animal Crossing Day. Oh yeah, shit! Yeah, that game came out and that's been trending non-stop. Yeah, Laura's saying, God, if I was quarantined in my uni cottage, I would go insane. Holy shit, I'm falling behind. I'm falling well behind. I'm so sorry, guys. Yeah, and Flakes is saying, yeah, should yes, I was gonna suggest that. No, oh, you're talking to Nor. Flakes says, Maru, shut the fuck up. You don't know about our education systems. A levels, very important. A levels, huh? Stop being a nerd, huh? How about that? Yeah, Fingerbrain is saying, even if it was a year and a half, we'd be cutting dangerous corners and it would still be record-breaking fast turnaround. Yeah, I mean, politicians don't like to lose money. They do anything. Even if it's, you know, like, even if they have to step over a few bodies. Yeah, they will get around. And they will please those investors. They will. Yeah, and Nora is saying, because I found out that I got an E for applied maths on Thursday. E? What happened? Yeah, not just saying, you need VR and you can say inside all you want. All you what? Okay, yeah, you just say, yeah, get a VR and then you won't feel like you're inside the house all the time. Okay. And Andre's saying, take a break, have a Kit Kat. Have a break, have a Kit Kat, Andre. Meme right. Yeah, and Andre continues, you're so sexy, Shishi. I know, thank you for noticing. Although I haven't been working out for a while. Hold up. Let me extend the mic a little bit. I haven't disconnected. That's good. Alright. So yes, I wanted to be in the middle, so here I am. Where was I? Yeah, so Laura is saying 3 of my 4 subjects are PAC subjects and have PAC assessments, so no, I don't like that they're being transferred online. Alright. I don't share this struggle with you at all. I'm a dumb fuck. I do dumb things, and those dumb things does not include PAC assessment. Whatever that means. Well, practical assessment, right? Things that you actually have to go out and do. I think I know what you mean. And sorry, I feel like I missed one of Cookies' messages. No, I didn't. Yeah. But I know for a fact that Cookies is listening, but I don't see him in the chat enough, and I always wonder if he's still in the party or not. Cause if he's gone, then I would talk shit. If he's still here, then I would still talk shit. So nothing much changes. I'm just buying time now. I'm so sorry. I don't have to buy time. For some reason I do this every single time, and I'm already falling behind. Flakes is saying, you do have a long time to catch up, Nook, and you were talking to Nora again, and Nora is saying, I mean, if it's going to uni's apprenticeship programs, I don't want to fail. And Notch is copying and pasting some article titles. Alright, so Nora is saying, I had 2 Chinese tutors. One stopped coming and the other left the country. Can't you do online tutoring with them people? No, Jelly's recommending you to download WeChat and find people there. Since you can speak the language, you can ask people to teach you, right? Yeah, and Fingerbrain is saying, hot take, Shy, really impressive. Alright, so I don't know what you're referring to. So joke's on you. Alright, so Flakes is saying, exactly, you don't know. These things are important to kids here, and Nook has been interrupted without sympathy, without immediate effects, and probably less consideration when she has to take those exams. But what if you're able to take it again, though? What if you're able to repeat the same term? With the knowledge that you already have? With the time that you have more of? But I guess everybody's in a hurry to finish school and then just move on to the next stage in life. I get the struggle. Like, I understand how stressful it is. Not completely, obviously, because I'm not you, right? I can't completely understand how another person feels, but I get it. I get it. Yeah, and Flakes continues, Year 12s need consideration, but who cares? But no, who cares until next year? Okay. Did you ever read Giant Turnip Book? And yeah, Notch is currently you-nowing in the chat. Okay, and Cookie says, yeah, let's talk shit then. I got no time, Cookies. I have no time to talk shit about you. I'm yelling now for no reason. Alright, so Andre is saying, I have wet dreams about Shishi every once in a while. That was very productive of me to read that out. Excuse me. Alright, so Laura is saying, yeah, things I have to do. I have practice assessment for my 2 anatomy subjects where we are shown specimens and models, and we have to write what every structure is that's marked. My other subject is an occupational therapy subjects where we have to use equipment such as a slide sheet and a hoist. We also have to use other assistive technologies that helps people with disabilities. Laura, I feel like I've read things that I never heard of before. Okay. Alright, so this is my dumb attempt at trying to understand what you're saying and offering solutions to you. Alright, where are we? Yeah, so this is my solution for you, Laura. There's a website called 4j.com, and it offers all kinds of simulation games where you could test out whatever practical things that you need to revise on. So whether it be pregnancy or dental work or makeup, sometimes yeah, like plastic surgery, anything is available on this 4j.com. I'm not sponsored by this website, obviously, but I'm just offering the solution to you, okay? Right. So if you need the link, I can link it in the chat. Here you go. Yeah. Yeah, if you need all the practice that you require, check it out. Yeah? Alright, so yes, closing that down. Where are we? I missed it. I'm so sorry. What's going on? Did I miss much? Alright, so yeah, Nor, that's right, WeChat. You spoke Chinese for a while. Nor? I thought you did. And Jelly's saying you can speak English on WeChat too. People will understand because WeChat has this translation technology in them. Yeah. Flakes is saying we all need an Andre. And Cookies is saying pathetic, talk shit, get hit, but no one hit me yet. Your quote does not make any sense, Cookies. That's not how it works. That's not how conversation work. Yeah, so Nora is saying looks like a fake Girls Go games. Girls Go games? Is that what the original website was called? I just googled Elsa games. Cause I knew that I would get that kind of result. Yeah, yeah, Nora says, can you stream playing Raft Wars? That would be a good gameplay. I know how to say like 5 things in Chinese. The whole time I thought you were fluent. I had no idea. Oopsies. Okay. Yeah, so what is Raft Wars then? What kind of game is Raft Wars? Boots and cats. Boots and cats. Raft Wars. Play free online. Huh? What is that? Worms? Oh no, this is... I actually don't understand it still. Raft Wars. What is that? Alright, so Laura's gonna go get some sleep. No problem, get some rest. Thank you so much for being here, and hopefully this will be over soon. Yeah? Just yeah, take care of yourself, look after yourself, keep yourself warm, and not go outside too much. Don't touch people, or don't touch any surface that is public. Don't die. See you soon. Alright, so yeah. Raft Wars. Yeah, Flakes is saying I should be working in case my final project isn't cancelled, but I can't focus long enough. Get it done. I mean, what else can I say? Get it done. Yeah. Andre's saying, I'm here for you, Shishi. Every time you need someone to boost your morale or to share about wet dreaming. Wet dreaming? Speaking of wet dreaming. No, that's not the same. Wet dream is like something sexual, isn't it? Having a sexual dream. Yeah, then yeah, that's not it. No, let's not talk about that. Let's not. Because what I was about to talk about wasn't a wet dream. It is wet, but it wasn't a wet dream. Alright, so yeah, Fingerbrain is saying you're making things up again, Shy. What are we referring to? The Elsa games? Yeah, so Flakes is saying my south-facing window was the best thing to happen in this quarantine. Do you get good views or something? Good views? Good view. Yeah, so Nora's saying, best game ever, you just shoot things so that they don't steal your gold. Huh. Huh. I can give it a try. Sounds like fun. No, remind me, okay? Yeah, okay. Right, so enough silence. Okay, where are we? So yes, Andre's saying, don't touch your face. Exactly, don't touch your face. Don't touch it. No matter how much you love yourself, do not. Yeah, Nachi's saying, Oculus Quest logo all in one VR, no PC, no wires, no limits. Okay, so it's the game itself now, is it? This new VR that you're talking about? The whole time I thought you had to like wire it up As in, like, no wires, but connected to something. Yeah, and Flakes is saying, oh, wets are dreams, all dreams are wets. And Fingerbrain is trying to skip button. Trying to click on the skip button. And Nor is saying, if Jelly is free, you should play Fire Boy and Water Girl. Is this like Shark Boy and Lava Girl? Sounds familiar to me. Yeah, so Flakes is saying, South Window is good sunshine. Oh my god, definitely play Fire Boy and Water Girl. Okay. Not just saying, can you search up this please? Oculus Go. Well, we're not looking at, you know, things to buy here, Notch. You can check it out yourself. Yeah, so Flakes is saying, I'm touching my face to remind myself how hot I am with new teeth. Does it still ache? New Half-Life in a few days. Oh, the Alex, isn't it? Half-Life Alex? Oh, is it just Alex or was it followed by something else? Yeah. It is the same as Slash, says Notch. The VR. I don't know what Slash is. Andre is saying, wet dreams is when you have sexual dreams and wake up. Huh? Wake up wet from sexual liquids? Right? That's how I'm supposed to be reading it, right? Yeah, Yeah, I did wake up wet, but it wasn't sexual. And skip button. Alright, so just Alex, is it? Flakes? Okay, no problem. Press one to skip. That says blue hamster escapes from Florida Zoo. There's a blue... Oh yeah, that's right. There is an animal like that, I remember. Flake says, yes, still aches, it's braces. Yeah, but once... Wait, how often do you get it tightened, Flakes? Is it the invisible one or is it the I actually don't remember what your teeth looks like. Actually, I've never seen you ever since you got your braces, I think. Have I? Well, anyways, if you get it tightened... Oh, you do get it tightened, okay. So, yeah, it aches, of course. Yeah, but, it does get easier, doesn't it? Like, eventually, after like 2 weeks. Did you upload? I don't remember. Because I don't see it often enough, I guess. That's right. That's me talking shit now. Yes, Andre's saying, wet from sexual liquids. But, yeah, we're skipping that conversation. We're not talking about that anymore. Alright, so Fingerbrain just says, oh, he talking about a blackout drunk bedwetting? Just own it. I don't know what you're talking about. I've never said anything of that sort. Yeah, so Cornwall, UK, says Nor. What's that? Palatal expander? Says Nor. Now, what's that? Yeah, so Flakes is saying it was easier this time. Let me check my channel, I don't remember. Have you privatized it? Maybe that's why I forgot to go back and watch. Yep, Fingerbrain is definitely trying to skip, and Notch is saying snake tattoos banned in North Korea. Oh shit. Oh yeah, speaking of North Korea. Was it earlier today that they shot a missile? Oh sorry, a couple of missiles into the ocean. Yeah, they've been shooting and everybody's like, not now Korea. Everybody's busy with coronavirus and North Korea is just bored. On their own, just shooting missiles out of the country. They have nothing better to do. They need like a playmate because South Korea is like busy right now. They're trying to take care of the virus too. Yeah, so where are we? Nora is saying, I used to have a palatal expander, very painful. Palatal expander, what's that? You say words that I don't understand. What is palatal expander? There's a Microsoft account problem. Oh yeah, speaking of, my computer could crash at any moment because I haven't really tested streaming. That's gross. That's gross. What am I looking at? Am I allowed to show this on screen? Trigger warning. Okay. If you're not into like teeth and gums, then don't look. Okay, close your eyes or I don't know, put it on audio only or something. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Okay, so this is palatal expander. So what is it supposed to do? Flakes is saying, have 3 videos that were uploaded private in the last month. So, why am I not seeing these videos, Flakes? The fuck? Yeah, and Fingerbrain is saying your burps are getting gross again. Oh, is it? I was so busy trying to catch up to the chat, I didn't even realize that I was burping. Yeah, so Cookies is saying North Korea practicing social distancing last resort tactics. Yeah, that would make sense, yeah. That makes people not want to go there, yeah. It's true. And it's not like, you know, it's easy to travel there anyway. North Korea is probably one of the safest places when it comes to like coronavirus right now. COVID-19. If you want to avoid it that bad, you could go there. Jelly wants takoyaki, guys. Public service announcement. And Nochi saying, whatever you may hear or read, it is not illegal to have tattoo in Korea or to have one done. Currently, Korean law requires those giving tattoos to be licensed medical. Okay. Good to know. Thanks for sharing. And Noor is saying, there's a lock at the top of your mouth. Then you twist with key and it becomes bigger. Okay. The more you twist the lock, the more it expands. So it's supposed to make your mouth, no, make your teeth expand? It's supposed to push it out? What for? I'm even more confused now. Blake is saying, because they're private, the only reason they're uploaded is to save phone storage. Okay. Film videos instead of taking pictures to remember things. I see. Well, I'd like to see it. No matter what it is. If I know you, I'd like to see more content from you. Yeah. It doesn't matter if it's Flakes or not. It could be Nora, Cookies, Fingerbrained, Notch. Doesn't matter. I want to see more. Because I am a consumer, after all. Yeah, and I started this whole thing because I like seeing things that people do, so I want to contribute as well. But at the same time, it's a form of communication for me to know what you do during your day when I'm not around. Because right now, I go live and I speak to every single one of you. And this is probably the only time that I get to communicate with you. Not indirectly. It's always direct. And I want to see some indirect actions, but I don't really see that much with the people that I know. Except for like NJ or something. Yeah. Excuse me. Goodness, dying. Right. So yes, where are we? Oh yeah, we should take this off the screen. Let's get rid of this. Alright. It's starting to get gross the more I stare at it. Alright, Fingerbrain is saying torture device. Not just say trypophobia is where things do not Google it. Weird things? Oh, yeah, I know what trypophobia is. Fear of holes. You just deep fry it. 4 minutes. On high heat. Yeah. Cookies is saying North Korea probably corona free, yeah. Yeah. Very safe. Nobody wants to go there. Alright, so Fingerbrain is saying I would use irresponsibly. Oh, the torture device, right. The palatal expander. And Flakes is saying, sorry you don't get to see. It's fine. It's okay. I forgive you. And Nor is saying, yeah, it expands the roof of your mouth. But what does that do? So when you get braces, the teeth can move somewhere. Right. Also, it's to give room for the teeth to straighten itself? Huh. I've never heard of anyone having that problem. That means your mouth is small, right? Fingerprint says you don't watch my shit. Why you always lying? Well, I've seen things that you don't even recall uploading, so that says a lot, I think. Yeah. So this time, I win this argument. Alright, so Flakes is saying you don't want videos where I dress myself? That's silly. Why? It's something, right? I mean, Lazy Peach's content is never, almost never edited. Yeah. And that's just, you know, him being himself throughout the day. That's the kind of shit that I enjoy. Where are we? Yeah, Nora is saying, I already read that. Yeah, Flakes is saying, well, that's because you're not one of us, Fingerbrain. And Fingerbrain is just dotting in the chat. And Nora is saying, yes, so you don't have to remove teeth. Ah! I couldn't get that done because, like, my teeth are already, I wouldn't say growing outwards, but yeah, it had plenty of room. And then it turns out that my wisdom tooth was growing sideways. So it was pushing all the bottom teeth out. Yeah, so I got rid of those, like 2 on the left and right bottom jaw. I think I still got some on the top jaw. Top jaw. The top side of teeth is not the jaw. What do you call it? The wisdom teeth. Still there. Yeah, it's still there. Anyways, where was I? Alright, Notch says no trypophobia. Huh? Trypophobia? It is a plant. What? Okay. So Notch, you're not talking about the phobia. You're talking about a plant. I see. Excuse me. Oh god, I'm dying. Alright, so Fingerbrain says calm down. I try to. But then sometimes I forget how much caffeine I'm taking in. And I should probably not be drinking this, to be honest. But I am. I opened it. It is a commitment. I should finish it. Oh, it looks weird. It looks really weird on the thing. Can you actually see my face? I don't think so, right? But you can see how fine my hair is. Oh, sorry, that wasn't a self-compliment. I'm talking about like the fineness, you know, like the small detail. But I do look good. I am fine, obviously. Yeah, so Nora's saying, no, my jaw was tiny. Yeah, can't relate. Yeah, my mouth is big since birth. Yeah, and Flakes says, peace lilies are amazing. The way they stand up hours after watering. Sandy cheeks or Patrick Stewart. Right. So Flakes is a plant nerd. I keep forgetting this. Yeah. Does it give you joy to just watch them grow? Like what's the beauty in the hobby that you got? That goes out to everybody too. Like any hobby that you like to spend time for. Like, what is the beauty in what you do? And why do you enjoy it? Like, I could easily talk about my own, but I've already explained enough of why I do this. Like, live streaming and also playing games is, you know, obviously because it's fun, right? But, yeah. Like, people who has hobbies that is outside of that, like stuff that I can't relate. Like I want to understand why you guys like to do those things. Yeah. And Fingerbrain is saying I'm on my second pot of coffee, 12 cups, pretty pot. Huh. Right. So is that okay? is that allowed? That's a lot of coffee. Yeah, so Flakes is saying he's worried we saw him picking his nose, which we did. Wait, what, huh? What's going on? I pick my nose all the time. You guys can't see it. See, right now I'm picking my nose. I'm digging. And I found gold. Shit. Where's tissue? Alright, so, where was I? Yeah, so Noah is saying monster. Big mouth. Thank you, Noah. Thank you. My insecurity is just through the roof right now. Yeah, so Flakes is saying my goal is to grow a leaf bigger than my hand. I don't know why. Yeah, that is you challenging yourself, right? But that's like I think that's the same as, you know, being a helicopter parent. Just making sure that your child grows to be better than you. You know? I think there's a problem in that, Flakes. I think you're projecting your insecurity onto your plants, and your plants won't appreciate that in the future. They will rebel. So be careful. They will disown you as the owner. Yeah, so Cookies is saying adrenaline, fun. Yeah, of course, he's talking about his CSGO addiction. Yeah, so Fingerbrain is saying that's a truck question because nobody cares. Wait, what? Why is it a truck question? Is that a term that I don't know? Yeah, so Noah is saying anything artsy. Oh, that's what you like to do in your spare time? I miss Aki. Where's Aki? It's been a while since I've spoken to Aki. Yeah, Cookies is saying competitive. Of course, he's talking about his CSGO addiction. Yeah, so Nora is saying, if I have an idea, it needs to get out of my head before I get annoyed. I think that's how Einstein used to work. Yeah. Flakes is saying, caring for something solely with no help. Being responsible for their fucking dying. Does it give you the high? Does it give you the what do you call it? You know, like, fuck. How do you explain, like this sense of power that you have over this life form that you're taking care of. You could easily take their life away. I don't know. Can't relate. But you clearly care about it, so I respect that. Yeah, so Fingerbrain is saying god damn it to something, Notch is saying what to something, and Cookies is saying, oh, my CSGO addiction is getting out of hand. Wait, are you actually, like, do you actually mean that, or are you just trying to meme? Because if you need help, here's not the place. Game addiction is serious, okay? Even World Health Organization has recognized it as mental illness. Yeah, so Flakes is saying, oh sorry, not just saying, do not forget to invite your fans, thank you very much. And Flakes is saying, well, they can go ahead with that. Off you go. Bianca Del Rio. Chandelier. Mandrake? You called one of your plants Mandrake? Tentacular leaves? Anne? Just Anne? Bonzi? Random flower? You call one of your plants random flower? Okay. That's an interesting name selection. Yeah, I like that. Very different. Very weird. Yeah, so Fingerbrain is saying a sense of self-worth finally. Oh yeah, that word. Thank you. I don't care. I said my piece. I'm happy. Yeah, so Flakes is saying, why did you turn into a psychopathic thing? It's my fault. It's if one of my plants die, it ruins my week. Yeah. Because you invested so much of your time into this one thing and it goes kaput, and yeah, you have no reason to live for. Wait, it's not that important, it's not that deep. But yeah, I get it. Yeah, and Cookie says, why would I be memeing? Because you need a healthy appetite for memes, you know? Meme is a lifestyle, and if you can conquer being able to meme, then you already succeed at life. You're already winning. I don't know where this is going. Flix is saying, I had a plant, his name was Tour de France, he drowned. Wait, didn't you have a plant that wasn't really a plant? And you've been watering it for a while? I remember that one. I remember the one that you pulled out and it's like styrofoam inside. Yeah. Good times, huh? Yeah, so Nora's saying, I stubbed my toe yesterday and now it's swollen and bruised. Have you seen a doctor? Oh wait. They're probably busy. Have you put it under ice? Is it... Well, it's inflammation, right? So you could probably take like anti-inflammatory pills such as Nurofen. I don't know if England distributes Nurofen. Yeah, so Fingerbrain says, therapy is inexpensive, I'm here to help. And Cookies is saying, you sound like a zoomer. That's not nice to Fingerbrained. Yeah, Notch is saying, Shy, if you get VR, you will love it. You can go fishing. But Notch, the whole point of me not spending is to not spend. So that defeats the purpose, Notch. And you can't give me the finger and the deuce sign. How dare you? That's not nice. I'm not that offended. I promise. Yeah, so Flakes is saying, boneless lamb leg steak. Ah, yeah, that one. That one. He was 2 years old. He's now in the fucking bin. Fuck you, Sainsbury's. Okay. So boneless lamb leg steak was the plant that you pulled out with the styrofoam underneath it. So it wasn't a real plant. But did it feel like a real plant? Like, how did you not know until you dug it out? Or did you pull it out? I don't know. Excuse me. And Fingerbrain says, I zoom. Flakes is saying, while you're not spending, buy me a Nintendo Switch. I need one too, bitch. I need to play Animal Crossing. I'm gonna buy myself one before I buy you. Huh? Huh? What's wrong? What's wrong? I need Switch. Everybody else has a Switch. I need Switch. What do you mean we'll talk about it later? There is no discussion. I need it.
Buy Switch, I buy Yum.
I need it. Huh?
I buy nothing.
What is it? That thing? Okay. Right. That gives us something to talk about. What was the thing called again?
Yeah.
Huh?
YAM.
E-L... E-L-M-A-L?
Y-A.
Yeah, Y-A. M-E-N? why is one of the search results Gomennasai? I'm sorry. Alright, so okay, so Jelly's been looking at this skincare technology device that uses radio frequency to heat up the inner skin of your face. M-A-N?
Y-A-M-A-N.
Y-A-M-A-N. Okay. Skincare? Oh, yeah, man. Okay. Okay, there it is. There it is. I found it. Finally found it.
Mosquito at home.
Took me a while. Here it is. Right. So here is this piece of technology right here. So this is what I'm talking about. Although, yeah, I don't really believe in this stuff, but Jelly would like to get one for herself. So it is $577. I would like your opinion on this and
I bought
on this. What?
$100.
Oh, you can buy it under 200. But is it the same thing? This is Amazon.
Amazon.
Yeah. So this thing is supposed to pretty much microwave your skin so that. Well, what was it supposed to do? Is it supposed to make you look younger? It's supposed to revitalize the skin or something? Right.
Young.
So Flakes is saying, honey, I've been waiting for this Animal Crossing. You didn't know it was coming? I did know. I keep up on Twitter, you know? And I've been seeing the, you know, the forecoming of this. So many people were excited for some reason and I didn't understand until I looked up Animal Crossing New Horizon. Yeah. I need it too. I need it too. No. I'm like, when's it coming out? Rumor has it it's in March. Okay. Yeah, they released it because people need the thing, right? Like something to entertain themselves with, and Nintendo was like, release the Kraken. Yeah, so Fingerbrain is saying I'm surrounded by poor people. Yes, that's right. But see, poor is a mentality. Just like boomer is. See? Fingerbrain, you is a boomer. I am a poor. There you go. You know, sometimes I have no input and I have nothing else to say, so I have to make shit up, and I need to say something. Something has to leave my mouth at the end of every message that I read out. Yeah, Nora is saying, I want a DS. My mom said, why? Yeah, why? Why would you need a DS? Nora? I know I'm gonna get slapped for this, but there's a thing called emulator. If you have a laptop, you can run it. But you didn't hear it from me. Okay? Right, so what was I? Yeah, so this thing is Yemen. Fuck. I don't think this is the product. This is not the actual product. But it's something like this.
It's not my.
Yeah, I know, but
On their website. Amazon.
no, I was just looking at the image. I thought it was gonna give you like a example of how to use it.
Website.
Go to the website for introduction. Pinterest, Amazon, Dokodemo World.
Why they don't have own website? Search their own website.
It's
Even
okay.
YouTube, we can find it.
Oh, yeah, but if I watch it on YouTube, then I'm gonna get flagged.
Oh, that's so sad.
Right.
I want to buy it.
We can move on from this, it's fine. Right, so Flakes is saying, no, it was always March 20th. Fuck you all. Says Flakes. Alright, so Fingerbrain is saying the placebo effect is real and that's all that matters. Go, waste your money on not a Nintendo Switch. Yeah. So I guess Fingerbrain supports this item. Yeah, and Flake says, I made my first pancake yesterday. Who's eating tonight? But is it good? Did you try it? Try it first. Not that I don't trust you, but it's just I don't trust you. Right. Where was I? Flakes is saying it's not the fucking same. It's all in the handheld aspect. What was this about? I completely missed. What's going on? You're talking about the item that I was showing, or were you talking about Animal Crossing? No, right? Alright, so Fingerbrain is saying y'all with y'all sad bank accounts. We get it, Notch. You like your new toy. Yes, Notch. Yeah. If you got it, enjoy it, because we've already discussed Oculus, and we don't have to continue talking about it because where are we gonna go from there? Yeah, so Flakes is saying I'm Rich Brian, rich in respect. It was good. You think I made pancakes then didn't eat them? Oh yeah, of course. All right, emulators. You're talking about the emulators. It's not the fucking same. Yeah, but Flakes, broke people don't get the advantage that they want. Okay? Broke people get shit for free because there's always a catch. There's always a catch. And it works. Play it. You got the keyboard. It's the same shit as, I don't know, playing, what do you call it, Miniclip games. I don't know who still uses Miniclip. Is Miniclip still a thing? Like, I remember playing games on this website. Oh, it's still alive. And there's a privacy policy update. I see. So, they're still alive. Wow.
Wow.
But the
I find
website changed quite a lot. Jelly's being bitten 6 times by mosquito. Public service announcement. Right,
find
yeah, Bubble Trouble is here. I've never heard of Stacky Zoo. Sorry, I'm distracted right now. Yeah, it's fine. Anyways, hi, welcome back. Alright, so Flake says I'd rather go without than fuck with emulators. This is how we go about life when the jobs are disappearing. Right. you can have a controller that connects to your computer to play whatever games that you want to play on these softwares, because I don't wanna be slapped by big companies. Yeah, but I use my PlayStation 3 controllers that I don't really use for anything else anymore. Yeah, so there is a way to do things. It's just, it happens to take effort. There's always a way to go around and do things affordably, I should say. Where was I? Yeah, so Fingerbrain is saying, I use Virtual Boy... Huh? Virtual Boy? As in Game Boy emulators, right? Yeah. Pay Golden Sun for Game Boy Advance. Wait, Golden Sun... Hold up. I thought that was a DS game. No, Golden Sun is not a game. Wait, what? Hold up. Okay, so I know Pokemon had this like remake coming fuck. Yeah, they had like first gen, second gen, and third gen remake, right? So they made Leaf Green and Fire Red or something. For some reason they didn't do Blue. And then after that was Gold and Silver, wasn't it? Golden Sun was GBA launch title? Really? Was it? I don't know. I don't know anymore. I thought it was a DS thing. Guess not. Yeah, so Flake says, okay, the sun's out. So the kids are screaming. They're outside? Wait, they don't have school, right? They can go outside? Where are their parents? Oh, it's not Pokemon? Golden Sun? Okay. I don't know. I thought you were talking about Pokemon. Whenever I hear gold, it's usually something with Pokemon. Alright. So yes, we were supposed to talk about quarantine, so... Let's get to it, shall we? Right now it is 11:13 p.m. And there's a few things that I'd like to discuss with you guys today. So yeah, people have been quarantining themselves and looking for something to do, because you gotta find something to do. And there's been a lot of memes. Actually, I haven't really saving them. I haven't been saving them because most of it is very sexual. So, because that's the kind of people that I follow on Twitter. So I couldn't use that as material on this live stream today. I cannot show that. And nice topic change, says Fingerbrain. Well, the conversation died. So I am quickly moving on. Yeah, so Flakes is saying they're in their garden, outrageous. Oh, okay. So they're neighbors. Notch is saying, is a series of fantasy role-playing video games developed by Camelot Software, planning and published by Nintendo. Golden Sun follows. Oh, is that it? Okay. Never heard of it before. I don't think I ever played it. Yeah, Flakes is saying, not allowed to be outside ever again. Parents can't handle them all day for all these months. Why have kids? Give them Fortnite. that's pretty much the simplest way to take care of a attention problem, right? With kids? I'm not gonna be like a award-winning father, for sure. Yeah, so Fingerbrain is saying, my Twitter basically pure, not safe for work. Yeah. Yeah, I sometimes, reconsider opening Twitter in public sometimes. Just sometimes. Yeah. Flake says, I checked your following on Twitter a while back because you mentioned how bad it was, and it was worse than I expected. Well, I've improved myself a little bit. Just a little bit. Yeah. I've been cleaning. Oh, I received a notification. Someone liked my tweet! Right. So yes, actually we don't have to continue talking about this further because we already covered a lot of it at the beginning of the stream with how uncomfortable it is to just stay at home and not do anything and not go outside, which is understandable. This is what quarantining is all about. It's to keep other people safe from yourself if you're infected. So if more people decide to stay at home and not go out and not interact with anything and increase the possibility of spreading the virus itself, then we can slow down the spread and give more time for the scientists to figure out sorry excuse me, I'm thirsty again. Give more time to figure out how to stop this thing from spreading. Flake says after party was a bad idea, confirmed. I don't know how the news is talking about it all day. It gets so stale. I know. I'm so sick of like seeing shit about coronavirus now on Twitter. But see, it's something that should not be ignored. But at the same time, it wasn't like this when Greta Thunberg was, you know, going around talking about climate change. But once everybody's affected in a, you know, like a physical scale, yeah, everybody's talking about it, everybody's worried about it, everybody's panic buying, all the toilet papers are gone, no one's able to wipe their ass, they gotta wash it now, and now like all the perishables are available but non-perishables, oh god, it's off the shelf, and some douchebag selling, you know, hand sanitizers for 10 times the price. It's amazing. The world is great right now. It's beautiful. Shut the fuck up, toddlers go indoors to scream. Well, they gotta go outside, you know. They need the sun. It's kind of like your plants. They need it to grow. I wonder if Boris will appear today. You're talking about your PM. Notch says Plot Generator is a good website. For what? What are you recommending this for? Alright, so Flake says, I could handle this this quarantine if I had soundproof windows or poor weather. What if you water your garden and accidentally wet the I don't know. I'm gonna be a very evil old man. Your plants are quiet. Yeah, but they do need the sun, you know? And they're different organism. Very different. What can you do, Flakes? You could work on your patience while that's happening. Learn how to fusa the whole thing, you know, just fucking fusa it. If you understand the reference. Flakes is saying, they're two down, I can't reach. Okay. So yeah, essentially, all I'm saying is, deal with it. That's your problem. Deal with it. Right. Okay, so I wanted to get into some of the conspiracy side of this again. Because previously we've been discussing how the virus could potentially come from America, and it turns out that it might be. There is a possibility. There's something weird about this virus and how it just started spreading from Wuhan. So we're gonna have fun with this. Okay? So whatever gets said in this live stream, it's not evidence based, but it is just fun to look at conspiracy. I actually just like, you know, going around watching people hear what they say, and if it makes sense, then that's fun. If not, then that's also fun. Right, so I don't know if I'm gonna get triggered for this with copy strike. I think it's fine. But I can't just sit here and watch 18 minutes of this video either, so can I speed it up somehow? Maybe 1.5?
Flu season is ramping up early. The CDC.
Well, there's a subtitle, so I'm sure everybody's fine, right? Ooh! Ooh! Noah's gonna play Tomb Raider! Go for it! Get it done! Enjoy! Flake says the conclusion is that it's all at the fault of Donald and the country that voted him in. Wasn't there something weird about how like Hillary Clinton had the most vote or something? What happened there? What happened in 2000? When was it? 16? Oh, was it 2016? Yeah, it was 2016, right? Yeah. So the election happened, and then what? Hillary Clinton had votes in and apparently was more than Donald Trump, but there was like a Senate vote or something. I don't understand the politics in America. All I know is our Prime Minister in Australia keeps swapping for some reason, and we never really got to vote our Prime Minister in. And then when disaster happened, he disappeared on us. That's all I know. That is all I know about my Prime Minister, our Prime Minister in Australia. But yeah, not much is known for me when it comes to American politics, so I don't have to talk about that. I don't even know why we're on this topic, but I would love to have you guys watch this today. And this is probably going to trigger whatever is going to trigger, but it's fine. This video is based on the evidence that he has found, this guy called Nathan Rich. And the link will be in the chat box. Fingerbrained is not gonna help me. And Flakes is saying there was like multiple types of votes or something. Yeah, I don't know. I don't fucking understand. I have no idea what's going on. And Nora's saying my favorite YouTuber is Logan Paul, but Fortnite is too mainstream, so I play PUBG because it's the OG game. You paid for that? Oh, you really are a gamer. Alright, so let's go.
Flu season is ramping up early. The CDC says 60% of the country has some level of flu activity, and that's unusually high for this time of year.
The Army's top germ lab was abruptly shut down. Tonight, the CDC trying to extinguish the health emergency linked to e-cigarettes until it figures out why so many people are getting serious lung injury.
This year, even before peak season, 30 states are reporting a higher number of flu cases than at the same point last year or even the last 10 years.
In historic Frederick, Maryland, are the biological warfare laboratories. Volunteers were a picked group to expose a person to the biological aerosol.
大家好, I'm Nathan Rich, aka 火锅大王. You know, there's been a lot of conspiracy theories going around about this COVID-19 outbreak. Some of them have to do with the military games that took place in Wuhan in October 2000.
So this is a well put together video. Just to give you a summary of it, it's just him discussing what he found online and like through like following the timeline that he created with the information that he found online. He's just trying to find support for this idea of how the virus may have started from a place called Maryland in the US. Well put together. So you can be the judge of it, right? The link is in the chat box if you want to click on it and watch it yourself in your own time. Yeah, and Fingerbrain is saying, let's just see how tired it be. So yeah, I don't want to sit here and watch the entire thing on 1.5 times speed, because that's what it's on right now. And I don't want it to ruin the experience either. But we're watching this for fun. And stuff that he says does make sense in a way that he explains it. But all of the stuff that he says in this video is not enough to prove that it started from the US. Wait, what? well, throughout. Hold up. Hold up. Fingerbrain, what do you mean? Yes, Honora is saying, yes, of course. I also don't leave the house and aspire to be a full-time gamer. Dropping out next week. Please don't, Nor. You're good at what you do. Yeah, and Flakes is saying, all it's doing is defending China and throwing shade to an untouchable country that faces no racism towards it. And Fingerbrain says it makes sense when unopposed. Exactly. Yeah. So here we are nitpicking and trying to disassemble everything that he says in this video and see if you guys have any argument towards it, because I've been seeing some stuff on this video that doesn't really make that much sense, but I don't really know what I'm actually saying. So I don't know like how much like credibility I have. Yeah, so yes, yeah, Flakes is saying US racism is inside the US itself. But you see, before we get into this, I've found this video through a Twitter thread. I'm just trying to remember what it was about. It was about the Prime Minister of Australia has imposed this travel ban, right? But before everything else, he already set a ban for traveling in China. So let's take that into account first before I say the rest of the tweet. It was about how statistically, people who has been infected and has arrived in Australia and is now quarantined, majority of them come from the US. So I don't know if that's because people are trying to travel from China to US. Oh, wait, that's impossible. Wait, there's already been a travel ban. What the fuck? Hold on. I didn't think this through. Okay, let's shut myself up and just move on with this video.
Start doing lots of replication of these viruses and test their different products to prevent infection.
Hold on. There we go.
Two.
Hold up.
But how could a military medical research center...
Hold
You know,
up.
there's been a lot of conspiracy theories going around.
There we go,
about
that's
this
better.
COVID-19 outbreak. Some of them have to do with the military games that took place in Wuhan in October of 2019. And some other ones have to do with vaping in America. And one that may seem even more far-fetched has to do with a medical research laboratory that was closed down in America in August. But how could a military medical research center being closed down in August have anything to do with an outbreak? I mean, it's not like there was an outbreak of a mystery respiratory illness that was causing pneumonia immediately in the vicinity of that facility right before they closed it down or anything. No, there wasn't one. There were two. The Chemical and Biological Defense Unit of the Department of Defense announces bidding for a DoD Phase 1 project. It specifically mentions SARS-CoV and MERS. They're trying to develop a resistance to them. Phase 1 is to identify broadly acting small molecule inhibitors of virus infection, some kind of a treatment that they can give to humans so that they won't be affected by these viruses. Warfare is mentioned several times, and they want to start doing lots of replication of these viruses and test their different products to prevent infection. In a nearby town in Fort Detrick, the military research facility puts out an advertisement for hiring an animal caretaker, suggesting that they have animals at this facility. In June, the CDC goes to this medical facility and they find that this facility has not been following protocols about containment. And it's exactly at this point that vaping illness, which had been around for a couple of years, suddenly starts the first and only enormous boom in cases. Now, why are we even talking about vaping illness? It's interesting for two reasons. The only enormous spike it has ever had in cases happens to go along with this entire timeline. And its symptoms are literally almost exactly the same as COVID-19. Even the lung CT scans, which are very strange, are strange in the exact same way as they are strange in COVID-19. They have a sort of a ground glass appearance inside of the lungs. It also causes pneumonia, fever, and so that's why this has come into this timeline. Since 2014,
Sorry, I'm gonna stop the video here. So he's making connection of the vaping illness, quote unquote. That's been proven, I think. Oh, has it been proven that it's caused by vitamin E that was inside the vape itself? So that's what I know about this illness that he's describing here. And coronavirus apparently has something similar to it, but it is also a flu-like symptoms. And pneumonia is pneumonia. So you can't really link the two if they have like a similar symptom, right? So I'm not actually, you know, buying this part. And going back to what he was talking about the laboratory. Yeah, so that place I don't know much about, so I'm just speculating here. I'm assuming that that place is created to find like a prevention for the upcoming like next virus, next big thing, right? And his speculation is maybe it leaked out from there while they're trying to develop something to stop the virus itself, coronavirus specifically speaking. Yeah. Hi, Lazy Peach. Welcome back in. Alright, so Flake says you don't have to watch it. Probably getting better things to do now. I probably got better things to do now. And Fingerbrain says no one taking to you. Holy shit. This is too easy. Alright. Lazy Peach is saying vitamin D's nuts. That's right. Yeah, that's what's been causing the whole vaping illness. Yeah, they've been inhaling these nuts, and that's been creating like a whole like symptoms inside the lungs, causing pneumonia, etc. Blah blah blah. I don't know what I'm talking about, right? But yeah, going back to the laboratory thing. So it may not. Whoever is working there may not have had like an ill intention working there, like probably trying to develop like a stronger strain of virus, and having a vaccine ready for it would benefit the entire population, obviously. So that might be the case. We don't really know for sure, but that's my speculation on this whole laboratory thing, and he has the same view on that too. It's not like he's out to get these people in US and blame them for the spread of coronavirus. He's just laying down what he found. So don't attack him for whatever he says in this video, because I'm not portraying him to be this conspiracy theorist. He's just talking about it. Yeah, he's not the guy that you're after. You're after the guys who's actually believes in this stuff wholeheartedly.
Elderly people did not need to tell their doctors if they had pneumonia to get a certain kind of vaccination. But on this day, the CDC changes that and says now if you want that vaccination, you have to first tell your doctor that you have symptoms, and then they will give it to you. And we do know that the CDC monitors healthcare visits from patients. They have a very advanced system that tracks keywords, symptoms, all kinds of stuff. And here on July 1st, the Department of Defense just cancels that request for bidding, and they give no explanation as to why that happened. So this is the Department of Defense CBD. It's in Virginia, and here is Fort Detrick. It's in Maryland. So right around the time that they canceled this phase 1 project, a mystery respiratory disease is reported in Northern Virginia. There are over 60 elderly people infected, and there are deaths, and some of them have contracted pneumonia. Wisconsin reports a vaping illness cluster. How do people...
So, yeah. So he's talking about how a bunch of old people died. Do they all vape? So that's one point that he's making that I'm buying so far.
form a cluster if it's non-communicable? Don't know. 2 deaths from the mystery respiratory illness reported. Here we see another advertisement for an animal caretaker at Fort Detrick. And here, on the 15th of July, 2019, the CDC sends a cease and desist letter to the lab, telling them essentially to shut down most operations. Then we see another death related to this mystery respiratory disease that's causing pneumonia. And then we find another mystery respiratory illness that's causing pneumonia. That one is right here, right outside of Washington, D.C., which is the headquarters for all of these operations. On the 18th of July, the military lab is shut down. Now, what is this military lab actually doing? Even though in the past they've gotten in trouble for handling viruses that weren't in their database, you can actually find a list of those ones which are in their database. So these are the agents and toxins at Fort Detrick: swine flu, Ebola, and SARS-associated coronavirus. So it seems that they have animals there, they have a coronavirus there, and that they were shut down for failing to comply with proper containment protocols. So because we can see reports in July of over 60 people being infected, that may have happened in June. Illinois reports a cluster of vaping illness. The US CDC looks into those 2 nursing homes that aren't related to each other, that both are in the proximity of this laboratory, that both fell victim to an unexplained respiratory illness that causes pneumonia. And they declare that the cause is the common cold. By this point, they...
Well, yeah, because they're old as fuck, right? I mean, no disrespect, but because they're very old, it is possible that they could have died from cold or flu, for that matter. Yeah, and yeah, it may not be the virus itself, but he goes on.
Case rate has more than doubled in 1 month. On the 5th of August, this is when it was widely reported that the lab had been shut down, and the CDC says it can't release details because of, quote, national security concerns. On the 19th of August 2019, the CDC pushes for expansion of its already existing surveillance system for patients' symptoms. The NSSP is something that essentially spies on you when you're going to the hospital and telling your symptoms and that kind of stuff. Here on the 21st of August, it's announced that something called the Event 201 will take place. This is essentially a forum about what might happen in a global pandemic, focusing more on, by the way, the economic impact rather than on the loss of life. Here we see the first death attributed to vaping illness ever in the years that it's been tracked. Maryland reports that vaping pneumonia cases have doubled, and Virginia is also rising. Here the CDC reminds the public to get flu shots. Here the CDC reminds people not to kiss their chickens. We'll come back to that one later. And this is the earliest theorized date of the COVID-19 outbreak. Starting around October of each year, the CDC starts to track the flu season, and that begins here on the 28th of September. The next day is the peak vaping illness cases. From the day after they start tracking flus till now, the cases have inexplicably gone down. No one knows why the cases of vaping illness started to go down as soon as they started reporting on flu illness. These are...
But I think that's at the same time they started banning these like the vapes, you know, like Juuls, etc. From I think they restricted it, so they reduced the amount of flavors that was available, that was, you know, pretty much catered towards kids around that time, I believe. If not, then obviously I'm wrong. Yeah, but Yeah, so I see the way he's linking this into like the whole coronavirus argument here. Well, let's just keep going. Yeah, let's not stop here.
Are Maryland, which is where the biochemical research laboratory is. So overall, the flu activity was a level 2 and the intensity was a level 1. This also includes flu-like illnesses. ILI means influenza-like illnesses. But the percent of people going to hospitals for influenza was higher than it had been in at least 4 years. And the influenza-like illness emergency visits percent was the second highest in 4 years. They do these reports weekly, and the next week it was the same. The week after that, the flu activity was level 5. And Maryland is the first state in the United States with widespread flu activity. And this is more unusual than it seems, because if we look at prior years, we can see something interesting. So this was the week before the first case was identified in China. But this is 2015. And you can see that Maryland is low activity. And this is the same week from 2016. Maryland is very low. And this is the same week from 2017. There's a lot more activity going on, but Maryland is very low. And this is the same week from 2018. There's some activity, but Maryland is very low. This is the actual week before the virus was first noticed in China, and Maryland is high activity, as well as, by the way, Virginia. In all these years, Virginia and Maryland did not have high activity at this time, but 2019, they both did. Then the Wuhan Military Games event begins. And at the same time, Event 201 in NYC happens. The next week, activity goes down a bit in America, but there's the first flu death and the first pneumonia outbreak is recorded. And this is just in Maryland I'm talking about. By the time that the Wuhan Military Games event is over, everything is right across the board. What sort of theory could we put together from all this? Well, looking at this evidence, you could say it's possible that the US military was doing experiments on animals using coronaviruses. And because they failed to follow protocols for containment, there was an outbreak nearby. The CDC found out about this, investigated what was happening, told the public it was a common cold, and then shut down the lab. Then
So this is obviously just a speculation. He's singling out Maryland because of this sole fact that the laboratory existed and is now non-functional. So yeah, that's why he goes on about Maryland. But I don't know if there's any other laboratory that was out there in America. It's not like I'm an American who is very well informed about these military laboratories, etc. So there is a possibility that this may have happened, but also at the same time, there's a possibility that this may not have happened.
they started reporting the outbreak as cases of vaping illness, which had nearly identical symptoms. Then they waited until flu season started and started transferring those over to regular flu and just chalking it up as, oh, this is a bad flu season. And then, either intentionally or accidentally, somebody who went to Wuhan was infected and spread that virus to Wuhan. So that's one theory you could come up with from this. And so if somebody tells you that, it's not unfounded. It's not based on no evidence. But I want to present you with another side to this story. So let's go back. The CDC did say that there was no exposure to humans caused by the breach in protocols. And with vaping illness, it does seem a little strange to me that of all these thousands of cases, not one doctor anywhere would have noticed that it's a coronavirus. And remember how I said I'll come back to the CDC chicken thing? The reason that I put this here, CDC reminds people not to kiss their chickens. This is true, by the way.
Centers for Disease Control says don't kiss your chickens.
But the reason that I put it here is to show you that the other things that I put here are all related to this, or at least potentially related to this. But this one isn't. And that goes to show you that I could have added a lot more things here and it would soften the blow of seeing this. The CDC did many things during this time. It wasn't all just about flu. So this kind of waters down that argument a little bit. And there's a few more things that make this seem less likely. For example, Maryland didn't report a cluster of vaping illness. It did report the clusters of old people getting sick, but not vaping. Meanwhile, Illinois and Minnesota did, which seems kind of a stretch coming from Maryland. Also, Maryland having a very high activity during the flu season doesn't necessarily mean as much as it sounds like, because a lot of America had a very high flu season, which you might say is further evidence, but that's not proof of anything. It could just literally be that it was a high flu season. And remember when I showed you this data about 2018, 2017, 2016, 2015, and all of them showed that Virginia and Maryland were low compared to what they were in 2019. Well, what happens if we look at 2014? Suddenly the picture changes, because in 2014 we didn't have a huge outbreak. So maybe this was just a year of heavy flu and 2019 wasn't, and it was actually coronavirus. But I mean, maybe it was just a year of high flu activity. So the information that I showed you is a little bit skewed towards trying to show this theory as being right.
So I got a little upset this part because he's toying with my emotions. I was like totally buying the story, and then suddenly he lays down the fact that, you know, this thing happened. So it may not be right. So all I'm saying is, yeah, I didn't like this part because I was just at the bedside, you know, watching this while Jelly is, you know, snoring away. And then I'm like, what the fuck? I wanted to throw the phone so bad. I actually believe this. All right, so moving on.
There's a lot of little things like that that I can find in these reports, that I can find in the data that doesn't support or even goes against the narrative that this entire thing has been a coronavirus, including, by the way, the fact that every study that I've seen that talks about the first strand of the virus doesn't show it anywhere even near August. And there's been a lot of reports that there's no evidence of the virus being created in a lab. Now, personally, I don't put a lot of weight to that because if they have animals and they're giving them viruses and their mission isn't to create a new virus, but to protect against a virus, then you probably wouldn't see any evidence that that was created in a lab because it's just a virus. You're not engineering it. Another thing that seems to go against this narrative is Maryland and Virginia don't have a particularly high amount of COVID-19 cases, which if it were spreading for months, you would assume would be very high in that area. But then again, the CDC is covering up so much information that it's very hard to tell. So when I look at this entire thing, personally, what I see is there's evidence that this started in America, but there's also evidence that it didn't. And so personally, I have to go with what seems the most likely to me. And based on the evidence that I was able to find, what seems the most likely to me is that this outbreak either started in Wuhan or with somebody who went there directly from somewhere else. So my conclusion based on the evidence that I have access to is not strong enough to say that the United States definitely did this. I would need a lot more concrete evidence. Now, what kind of evidence would I need to really say that? You would have to go back and test the people who died at these retirement homes, specifically for the virus that causes COVID-19. If you find that in them, then this all starts to shape up and you pretty much know. But we all know that the CDC is not going to do that. So I just thought I would give you some insight into the merits of this theory and some problems I find with it. If you take these events and you line them up on a timeline, it can seem very nefarious, but none of it is actually proof. It's all just evidence that you can kind of say this narrative might be true, which means I don't think people are crazy for believing this, but personally, I won't until such a time that I see stronger evidence for it, particularly if they get test results from those elderly people who died in the mysterious outbreaks. It's also possible, by the way, that the laboratory leak caused nothing and these people just got some bacterial infection and that was it. It's also possible that the lab did cause a leak and it has nothing to do with COVID-19 and these people died and it was covered up and it's totally unrelated. There's many possibilities, and the fact is we need to form conclusions based on facts, and the facts that I see tell me that this is very interesting, it's a fascinating idea. The evidence isn't strong enough, and so to me it seems like this outbreak either started in Hubei or it started with someone who came to Hubei, but we would really need to find evidence for that, and so the search continues. The vaping thing does seem quite a bit strange, that it was spiking and then just suddenly went down and there's no explanation for it and no one knows what causes it, and it happens to align with all of this. So it's definitely an interesting theory. I really hope that researchers will demand more information about these things, but because the CDC is so opaque, it's going to be really tough to find out any truths. Another major thing that goes against this narrative is if there's been an outbreak of COVID-19 in America since August, it really seems like some doctor somewhere would have noticed this. But a crazy thing about this vaping illness is it's so similar to COVID-19. It even has the situation where you will treat somebody with antibiotics and they'll seem to be getting better and then come back and their pneumonia is even worse, which is almost exactly the definition for pneumonia of an unknown cause. So the only reason that we call this vaping illness is because the thing that everybody has in common is that they're vaping. But the interesting thing is, vaping also increases your likeliness of getting COVID-19. And this is according to doctors, not according to me. So it could be the case that these people were contracting COVID-19 because they were vaping. Maybe a weaker form of the virus that needed you to be vaping or have weakened lungs to invade your body. We don't know. There's a lot of mystery here. But again, this timeline raises a lot of questions and it doesn't answer too many. We need to continue to research. We need to keep our eyes open and focus on facts. Otherwise, we're going to get swept away in a million theories. And there's a lot of weird stuff going on here. I admit that for sure. Something weird happened last year in America, but I don't have enough evidence to say definitively that it was a COVID-19 cover-up. So if there's anything that you think is missing from this timeline, please let me know. And the best way to fight back against this type of thing is to spread this information, spread this video, spread other sources of reliable facts that try to take a look at things in a maybe it was this, maybe it wasn't, here's the facts on each side type of way.
Yeah. So this is also why I'm discussing this here today. Yeah. So I'm gonna link the video in the chat again, just in case people missed out on the link. Okay. And I'm seeing what you're saying, Fingerbrain. I'm seeing it. Yeah. So let's get into the whole conspiracy and the discussion, because that's what I'm here for today. Yeah. So yeah, he's saying that this doesn't prove that, you know, it did originate from Maryland. But see, the reason why I was buying this is because it's fun to believe in this sort of thing, because I love a good plot twist. If it didn't come from Wuhan, and if this was like the part of the truth that was hidden inside whatever cover-up there is to be done by the government of the United States, then it's almost as if I'm watching a TV show. But it also causes harm to spread misinformation too. So I can't say that this theory has any grounds Yeah, like he said there, like he said. Yeah. Like I've been seeing some stuff that cannot be explained, like how the CDC director is saying that some of the, you know, cold like symptoms or flu like symptoms, etc., that's being diagnosed as that may have been coronavirus, but they may not have been like even considering to test them for it, right? So the what this Nathan Rich guy is saying is test the bodies, right? But if that is true, CDC will not admit it. They will not share that information. So we will never know, probably. We will never know. Fingerbrain is saying, I can't really type like I would talk, but he really set that up like a story. Yeah, he did. He did. I like that. I really like the way he did the whole narrative on, you know, this is a thing. And then later on, yeah, just like Flake said, yeah, that's a 180. Yeah, he did a 180. Yeah, I thought that was fun. Yeah, this video is well done. I'm not saying that I believe everything that he laid out, right? But I actually genuinely enjoyed that video. I like that video very much. And Peach was saying my theory made more sense. Sorry, there was an alien flying past the Earth, and then the alien was thinking, should I fuck that creature? What harm would it do? Hours later, same creature gets eaten by an idiot. So that's Lazy Peach's theory on how the coronavirus, how COVID-19 started. Ooh, so yeah, COVID-19 is alien STD. That's good too. That is a nice plot twist too. I like that. Yeah, Fingerbrain says all I wanted was for him to show pre-2017 trends because he purposely left out data that would disapprove the trends. Yeah, it's all fun and games. It's all fun and games. Yeah, conspiracies. Just see what you believe. Isn't that how it works nowadays? Yeah, whatever you like, the algorithm will show you, whether it be on Twitter or YouTube. You only see the things that you like to see, and stuff that you don't like to see gets swept away by the things that you prefer to see. So that's how people form their opinion nowadays, and there's a lot of, you know, one side and another side arguing at each other. I miss the good old days, you know. I actually don't miss the good old days. I like the days now. Not when, you know, we're being affected by this virus, but yeah. The way we can actually discuss things. I was gonna say without being silenced, but some people are being silenced. Alex Jones is being silenced. And he's fun to listen to. But yeah, he also says shit and people believes it too, so yeah, that's scary. Right, so anyways, Flake says, oh, sorry, I'm not just saying, what's the difference between COVID-19 and Romeo and Juliet? One's the coronavirus and the other is Verona Crisis. I mean, it's true, but was that supposed to be funny? Okay, yeah. That's a joke, everybody. Yeah, so Flakes is saying, all for someone to blame when in reality it's a natural occurring virus. Anyone hear the theory on the guy who fucked the pheasant? No, I didn't. But I know you shouted out that in the previous stream. Or was it in the previous stream? I think so. Yeah, I remember you saying that. Yeah, Fingerbrain is saying, it mattered me annoyer until I realized what he was doing. Clever bird. I'm not gonna correct that. I'm gonna read it as is. Alright, so Fingerbrain says, Tesla feel in love with a bird. That's why Team Edison earned my vote. Notch says, why did they call it the novel coronavirus? It's a long story. So many jokes. Notch continues. Why did the sick guy get the joke? Why didn't the sick guy get the joke? It flew over his head. Lazy Peach is saying, I'm glad I chose to do my annual leave now. Yeah, it was a good idea. Yeah, like, those entitlements exist for these type of situations as well, so use it up. Like, now's the time. Well, annual leave wasn't designed for you to, like, take it during this crisis, obviously. It's supposed to, like, give you a holiday or something. But, like, sick leaves, etc., if you got them, now's the time to use it. Because you have a very good excuse to use that now. Yeah, so Fingerbrain is saying the odd ones out. A new conspiracy video was great. I get it. Listening to crazy people is a form of entertainment. Yeah. But to them, it's not a crazy idea. And that's what fascinates me. Like, I want to see things from their perspective and, like, find out why they think the way they do. Because it's fun. I find that fun. And I guess that's weird in a way. Yeah, Flakes is saying someone fucked a pheasant and now we have no pubs. Okay. Alright then. Yeah. That's how COVID-19 started. In one theory. Yeah, so Notch is saying, why don't chefs find coronavirus jokes funny? They're in bad taste. Flake says, when we went shopping, they were sold out on toilet paper, obviously, but also baked beans and tea. That's England at its finest. They were sold out on tea? Why? You know, I wish, like, Postmates come to Australia soon. That way we don't have to pick up groceries anymore. Because right now we got this shitty delivery system that the supermarket has, and that's the only thing that we could use to, like, get groceries. Yeah, so yeah, right now that's the only option for us, and they took that away from us. We can't use that anymore. Like, they took the service down. So we have to get the groceries ourselves now. So if you're infected and you're out of shit to eat, you gotta go out. I mean, you could call your friends and, you know, get stuff, like, have them get stuff for you. But what if you don't have friends? That's a sad life to live. Alone and infected. But who else do you talk to? Yeah, Cookie says, Oi, I used to work for that shitty service. Like, delivery? Food delivery? Where are we? Yeah, Notch is shooting another joke, and Peach is saying, PJ, you're out of leave with pay. And then Lazy Peach says, I quit. I'm going on social welfare money. Wait, you were on social welfare money before, right? Before you started working? Oh, did you actually quit, Peach? Wait, what happened? Wait, are you still working or are you off? Are you just off? Like on a holiday? You're on a holiday, right? Yeah, so Cookies is saying, I already read that. Fingerbrain is saying, wear a mask and go to market. Yeah, but your body might be contaminated, you know? Because I think the first people to get infected are the people with poor hygiene. So they won't think to clean themselves, in my opinion. Yeah, so you can't trust anybody. When it comes to these virus and, you know, like human contact and the spread of the virus, you can't really trust anybody because not everybody's that careful. Because people be selfish and, yeah, if it doesn't affect them anymore, then why should they care? So they'll just, you know, go about their day doing their normal things, being inconsiderate, and then the virus spreads. I have very low hope. I have no faith in humanity. I don't know why I turned into this kind of person, but I think it pays to have this kind of mentality. For me, anyway. Yeah, so Flakes is saying, I'll never understand households who don't have a month supply of non-perishables at all times. Well, you know, people didn't care until now. Yeah, so the panic buying is happening. But why toilet paper? What's the fucking point of having, like, the entire, like, shipment of toilet paper. What are you gonna use that on? Yeah, Cookies is saying, I used to do the packing for that delivery service. Then I managed the people that packing the delivery service. Then I quit. I think you talked about this, right? Something about, like there was a reason why people didn't want to be the manager of that place or something. Yeah, I remember. Okay, but I completely forgot that it was about delivery service. Okay. Huh. Is it hard? Like packing groceries for people? Because you gotta go through the item list and then pick up whatever they need, right? And for some reason, in my experience, most of the time, something's missing. There's something missing. And they try to replace it with this another thing. Sometimes. And then it is not the same thing. Yeah, it's something that I don't even need that they give us sometimes. Yeah. So anyways, Lazy Peach is saying, I'm still working. 1 more week on my holiday. Oh, okay. So you got 1 more week left. So you've been working more on your TikTok? I should really try it out. See what I could get out of being on TikTok. But my motivation's not there. Fingerbrain is saying, yeah, your cynicism is palpable. So is that speech to text, or did you actually type that with your own fingers? I mean, there's nothing wrong with your sentence. I'm just wondering why it was correct. Alright, so, yep, Cookies is saying brainless job. Right. I mean, easy jobs are usually less rewarding. Like, I look for challenges when it comes to, like, labor. Yeah. And I tire myself out, and Jelly's not happy about that, but yeah, it's just who I am. Because it gets boring when things are too simple. Where am I going with this? I don't know. Peach is saying, our Prime Minister said to don't panic buy. We have plenty of supplies. Turns out it was true. Our Prime Minister is gangster. Yeah. We don't though. In Australia we are not keeping up with the supplies. So there's this whole, you know, one item per customer thing happening and 2 item per customer thing. But nobody cares. Like, they just buy it, leave the register, like leave the stuff that they bought in the car, and then they come back for another one. It never ends. Yeah, not just saying in New Zealand we are good for food, but everyone is going crazy, so they made a news story. Yeah. Yeah, nothing makes sense now. Yeah, so Cookies is saying we pulled a lot of dodgy shit to try keep picking count goods for the managers? As in, okay, like if you wanted 4-pack 40 20 meat pies? Fuck. Nothing's making sense in my head right now. Alright, so 20 meat pies, I might give you 8-pack home brand, but put it in as the 4-pack. Oh, that is dodgy. So they're entering in the data that they're doing their job, but in reality they're giving customers the wrong item? That's fucked up. Cookies, expose them right now. You might get money. Go on 60 Minutes or something. You have this info. Share it. Yeah, so Peach is saying, I've got for a couple of days now. Shit. Yeah, that doesn't really go away, does it? Or so I heard. Yeah, and Fingerbrain was saying, my fingers. Fuck you. Not just saying, New Zealand prepared for coronavirus if it reaches our shores. Oh. Wait, what? It's a good video? Oh, that's a video? Flakes is saying, my brother is so fucking dumb. Never mind, my mother bought me a gift. I'm happy. What happened? Something happened there. Alright. So yes, guys, after party will take place after this stream. So yeah, make sure to be there on Discord. Join any of the voice chat. And if you don't have access to the lounge voice chat, then join any voice chat available so that I can drag you in and give you the permission. Whoever wants to participate in the conversation can. You don't have to speak, but the invitation is there for you to take. Okay. And yeah, I am gonna try a new format on Twitch with this after party. If it doesn't work out, then I might just ditch the entire after party being on Twitch idea. I might replace it with something else. Because right now, it's not really working out the way I thought it would. Because we got 2 chats open and one chat is being heavily used while it's defeating the purpose of having the Twitch chat. So we'll see how it turns out. Yeah? And Flakes is saying it's a beautiful handmade wooden bag. I'm happy for you. Yeah. So Cookies is saying shifty ass shit. Because you're paying for the branded product, but I'm giving you 2 of the home brand product to keep your mouth shut. And it doesn't really cost them much, huh? If it's home brand. Yeah, that's shady. Yeah, Flakes is saying, excuse me. Well, you only respond to Twitch, so it's 2 conversations. Yeah. So we'll have to see how the next one plays out. And I still haven't edited the last week's because my computer has been irritable at best. Alright, so yeah, I gotta get to that, and then I also have to get around pushing out this week's as well. So there's gonna be 2 after party uploads, one from last week and one from this week. And yeah, Flakes is still editing the last year's one, so blame her if it's not coming out yet. So what happened, Flakes? What's the update? It's at college? Shake my head. And I might just eat dinner while we're doing after party as well. Not that it matters. Alright, so yeah guys, we're gonna stop it here. Let's continue the conversation in the after party if you're participating. If not, if I'm gonna lose you right here, thank you so much for watching this far. If you wanna check out all my social media, it is underneath the link below. Underneath the description below. And if you wanna promote your own stuff, do not be shy, just share it in the chat, but don't link anything because it doesn't go through. Don't know why. Yeah, other than that, yeah. Thank you so much for making the chat very lively for everybody else's entertainment today, including myself. Yeah, I really enjoyed the conversation that we've had. And yeah, hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Every Saturday, 10 PM AEST. I'm here, usually. I won't say I'm always here. But yeah, that's when you'll see me on YouTube, so check it out. Thank you so much for watching. Good night, everybody. Good night. See you next time. Don't die. Stay alive for those who love you and will love you in the near future. Laugh with me in the next stream. Bye! That's not it. That's not it. What the fuck is happening? Why is it stuck there? What happened? Ta-ta-da-doo-doo. What the fuck? I'm sorry, can I do that again? This is not right. Alright, so laugh with me in the next stream. Bye! No. Do it again. Laugh with me in the next stream. Bye! Fuck you guys.